Alright guys, welcome back to Risen Sun Adventures. Today we're in the shop. If you have been watching my last adventures at event 5 for the Foothills Kayak Bass Fishing Anglers of North Carolina, as I'm coming back to the ramp, I had a mass catastrophe. The cable for the back of my seat snapped in half. And guys, if you know anything about it, it's hard to pedal these things without the back seat. Luckily, I carry a bunch of stuff on my kayak in order to kind of put a crutch on it and get me back into operation. And I beached my kayak and I was able to kind of bungee it all back together in order to get me back to the ramp. But as soon as I got back to the ramp, I ordered the parts needed. I went ahead and ordered the back cord line that goes from the back here that controls the back, and then I also ordered me one for under the seat. The under the seat one doesn't need it right now, but I went ahead and ordered it just to be on the safe side. And then I went ahead and took some paracord, measured the one that I ordered, and made me an emergency cord in case this ever happens again. I'll have this on my kayak so that I will be able to thread it on the loop, push it back through, and be able to at least get me back to the ramp without having to bungee everything together. So guys, it's a good thing to have. Be prepared when you're out there on the water, because you never know what's going to happen. And stay tuned, and we're going to show you how to replace that line to get that seat back in working order. So in order to do this project, there's a couple tools you're going to need to start out with. First, you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. You will need a very small flathead screwdriver. You'll need a lighter, and you'll need some type of pliers, something with a small to get into the other side once you loop all this stuff in place and to get it secured. So the first thing you're going to do is you have this piece right here, and you're going to take your Phillips head screwdriver and you're going to unscrew this little piece right here that holds the line together. Really simple, just screw it out. Get that big long nut and go ahead and remove the broken piece. Pull out your new line. Go ahead and thread it through. Stick that back on there. And you're going to screw this back tight. And like I said, later on I'm going to show you what all you can do to carry on your kayak to make sure that you have the proper tools needed to fix your kayak if something was to go wrong. So you got that on, and that's the first thing you do right there. You have your cordage, and you're ready to move on to the next step. All right, once you have your loop onto your eyelet, you're going to make sure you take this cord and you're going to make sure that you pass it underneath the seat. Don't go on the outside, you want to go underneath. So you want to push it this way, and you want to go underneath your arm bar. And then if you move the camera in here, and if you look right here, you have a small hole. So what you want to do now is you want to take your cordage and you want to thread it through. Now when you get down towards the end, you're probably going to have to kind of bounce it around a little bit until you can push it on through. And it's really not as easy as you would think it would be. Alright guys, so like I said, you're going to take this, you're going to thread it through, then you got a small hole back here. Alright, I tried to thread this through there, but once you get down to the very bottom, there's kind of got a little lip in there, so you're going to come across a little bit of resistance. So I took a piece of wire that I used to just to laying around the house, and I took it, and what I want to do with it is just kind of use it to pull this through. Just kind of push it through there to help thread it through. Like I said, you want to make sure that you got it crimped down real good. Probably use a coat hanger if you needed to, but so now you have it going through your little area right there. Like I said, just use a 20 gauge piece of wire. It's pretty much what I use, just a 20 gauge piece of wire. It's real bendable, and it made it a lot easier. And then we want to come to this side of the seat to where you've got a small, if you look right here, you have a small washer, and then there is another one that's right there. So that's what you're going to use this small screwdriver for, is you're going to pop that washer off and pull out the rest of this cord, because you're going to use those washers. And you're going to take it out like that. Use your washer. And they are small. So guys, if you do this in the field, make sure that you hold on to these tightly, especially if you're on the side of a bank and you're working with the waves crashing like I was doing. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and have you some of these extra in a kit, just in case. And like I said, they're just really small washers. Alright, once you got your cordage through here, you want to make sure you want to run it back up underneath the seat. And once again, you may have to come in here and go ahead and do the wire method again. And that just gets it through here. So now once you get it through there, you're going to have to thread it through one more time through the barrel. Remember, don't forget, don't lose these. You're going to need them in a moment. So now that we have it through there, you're going to have to come up through here, and this is where the barrel adjuster is. If you peel back this part right here, you're going to have a little notch right in there. You can see right here, and then it's going to feed through there. So once again, probably the best thing to do is pull that out, and then you can see where that notch is right there. And once again, we'll use the cordage or the wire to put up through there, and we'll be able to pull that through a lot easier. What I'll do on this one is probably just cut it a little bit so I can get it through this area right here. And you're going to need these needle nose pliers to reach down in here and get that cordage to come up to make that turn, because once you get it in there like that, come back up here. You can take the lighter and heat this up a little bit. Pull your handle back again, grab your pliers, grab a hold of this wire, pull your cord through. Like I said, you're going to pull it through tight. Alright, once you get your cordage through, like I said, you move this in, you can pull it out there, get it pretty good. Then you want to come right up here and you want to make an overhand knot. You want to pull it tight, like so. And then you want to take your lighter And pretty much you want to burn this all the way to where that knot is. And that's going to keep it from pulling through the rest of the way. And then you're going to take these two cords here, your two little pieces, and you're going to shove that back down in there as you pull all this back through and pull that knot tight. And then you'll check your barrel. Use your pliers. Push all this back in there. Pull that in there tight. And you got it in there tight like that. And then you just click your seat back. Turn your seat here to where you can actually see what's going on with it. And you can see how it's going to tighten up in there. So guys, that's how you do it. Like I said, you got your seat tied in there, your barrel adjusters working, everything's tight, and that right there will get you back on the water. And all right guys, that's going to do it for today. I mean, this right here is a quick and easy mod. Make sure you use that little wire to slap through there. I mean, you can, sit there and jiggle it, but if you got that wire, you can pull it straight through. Guys, this right here is an easy mod to do. Make sure that you check your seat. The Vantage seat is an exceptional seat for the Hobie. When you're out there and you're doing your maintenance on your kayaks, that's a big thing. Make sure you're checking the hull. Make sure you're checking the parts around the seat area for leaks. Especially make sure you check your floats up underneath the hull. Make sure they're in the right area, especially around your seat area. That's what gives that cushion between the bottom and the water, and that way you've got that stability. Guys, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Make sure you share the channel, and also make sure you come back and look for when I put together a kit to keep your boat on the water during a disaster. Guys, remember the sun is always shining, even in the rain. God bless you, and we'll catch you on the next one.